this is Sifu Freddie Lee with Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. I'm going to show you a split tutorial today. Be very thorough with this split tutorial to help you learn the splits. We're going to start off like this, both our feet flat on the floor. So we're going to go down to what we call a half split. And we're going to keep both feet flat onto the floor. And we're going to feel the stretch right inside this thigh area right here. Some people may not be able to go this low. The more inflexible you are, you may be more in a standing position like this. But I want you to have this knee right here locked. And I want you to go as low as you can. I want you to focus on that stretch. Feel the stretch. And breathe deep. We're going to hold each stretch for about 30 seconds or longer. Both feet are flat. Let's try to get both our hands off the floor. That's going to put more weight onto the stretch. Once you put your hands on the floor, you're taking some of the weight off your upper body. Let's put it up here and see if you can do it like this. Let's also push out this knee with our elbow like this. This should open up those hips and make that stretch a little bit more intense. Now, I am not naturally flexible. I take a lot of time into stretching. I stretch maybe about 30 minutes a day, at least. And I recommend to stretch every single day if you're serious about increasing your flexibility and to learning how to do these splits. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to switch over to the other side. Just like this. Use that elbow to push out that right knee. Open up those hips, keep both feet flat on the floor. Go as low as you can. You should feel a stretch right inside here. Some people are born more flexible, naturally. In most instances, women are more flexible than men, but not in all cases. But that's one of the advantages for women, is that they should be more flexible. Men have to put a lot of effort into being more flexible. Women have to put more effort into gaining upper body strength. Men are born naturally stronger up top in the upper body. Women are born stronger with the lower body. Flexibility is an important component for the martial arts and for general fitness. Alright, we're going to have our toe pointing upward now. This is going to target the stretch in a little different angle. Have that toe upward and really sink down. Get both the hands off the floor and get as low as you can right now. And you can even lean a little bit towards that foot to feel a little bit more intensity on that stretch. Get as low as you can. This is a variation to that half split that we just did. And breathe deep. Feel that stretch. Just go ahead and turn like this, back to the original position with the both feet flat. Now we're going to transition into the other side. And now we're going to go up onto that toe. Go ahead and sink down towards that toe. Like this, both hands off the ground. Sink down. You feel a really nice stretch down here. It's almost like doing a split almost, but just with one leg. Okay, so we're going to hold this position, and then now I want you to turn very slow like this into what we call like a runner's position. We have like this runner's pose. Now we're going to drop down on that knee. We're going to point that back foot out. Get that foot straight. You feel a stretch right here in the hamstring. And let's go ahead and bring this foot over to 90 degrees. See if you can get it to 90 degrees. and hold that position. That's going to give you a very good stretch. This is more advanced. And still try to keep that back leg straight. Try to put your chest towards the ground. And try to straighten out that back. Look up. Okay, now you're going to tuck it in like this. It's going to be a little bit easier now. Tuck it in like this, and you should be able to go all the way down, no problem. Okay, as you push this leg out, you'll notice that it's going to be more difficult. The more you push out the leg, the more difficult it will be. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to straighten out the leg. I'm going to push it out slowly while we try to keep that back leg as straight as we can. This is what we call the front split. This is a more difficult stretch for me. But you see some of the people back here, they're doing this, performing this split very easily. So there's the front split and then there's the middle split. A lot of people have a hard time with the middle split. Some people are more natural with the front split and they're good at that. So what we're going to try to do is just get as low as you can. You should feel a stretch right down here. Alright, what I like to do sometimes is I like to massage the part that's being stretched. And what I do is I hit it. I make a fist and I hit that area to massage it. And this could get you a little bit lower. We're holding this stretch for quite a while. And breathe deep. Try to get that back straight. See how it feels. Now try to put your head forward. See how that feels. Okay, from here, we're going to transition. We're going to stay on this knee right here. We're going to transition into that half split. Like this, onto the instep of your foot. To the instep like this. Open up those hips, keep those hips open. Go onto that knee. You should feel a good stretch right here. Now we're gonna transition this toe upwards. Keep the hips open with just like this. Keep the hips open. This is almost like a front split. The only difference is that back leg is not straight. So you try to get as low as you can from this position. So now we're going to face this way. And we're going to get right back into that front split. So all you got to do is bring that leg back out straight. And it gets right back into that front split. Point that toe in the rear. As I stated, this is one of the most difficult stretches for me. Breathe deep. Alright, bring it back in. This right leg, bring it in. We're going to transition now like this. Turning. And we're going to get right into the runner's pose on the other side. Just like this. We're going to drop that rear knee down. We're going to point out that rear foot. We'll feel that stretch all up in here. And the right thigh. Now we're going to push this foot over into like a 90-degree angle. This challenges that stretch a lot more. Try to keep that rear leg straight. Try to keep the back straight for now. Look up. Go ahead and try to put your chest to the ground. Okay, go ahead and tuck it in like this now. That should be a lot easier now. Keep the back straight, look back. You're gonna stretch out that lower back like this. While you look back. Now put your chest to the ground. Alright, now we're gonna transition into the front split. Pushing that right foot out. Get on that heel. And push. Push it, keep that rear leg straight. Point that rear foot. Breathe deep. Alright, we're going to massage it now. Hit it. The inside thigh. Try to put your forehead to your kneecap. Back straight. Let's transition now like this. Into the instep. Instep of that foot. It's like a half split, but on your knee. Now let's go, point that toe upwards. Now let's straighten out that back leg again, get right back into that front split. Okay, now we're going to be going into the middle split. This is one of the hardest ones for everybody. Transition into the instep. Hold this position. Slide down slowly. We're in the instep at this moment. Now we're going to walk our hands back towards you, in front of you, touching your inner thighs. Try to go low. Breathe deep. Relax it. Go back in the instep. Rock up, toes up. Walk back with your hands. You're still off the ground. You're not sitting yet. Toes are up. Move those ankles. Move the feet. Go back into the instep. Hold this position. Rock back. Hold the position. Alright, now let's sit down with our legs all the way out in the middle split position. We'll be spending a lot of time right here. The nice thing about this stretch is that you're stretching both legs at the same time. What I don't like about the front split is you gotta switch back and forth. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. I don't like doing that. The nice thing about the middle split is you just work both of them at the same exact time. Alright, now let's massage the inner thighs. This should help a lot. Keep pounding it like this. This is actually a massage technique. Help loosen up those muscles. Inside and outside, pretty much in between your kneecap and your groin area, just keep hitting. Loosen it up. Alright, now we're going to get back into a hard stretch. Alright, so what we're going to do, push it out like this, and pop back up, like this. Get low. Get into that instep. Instep, back straight. So instep, now let's put those hands behind us, like this. Stick that chest out. Keep that back straight. Stay in that instep. Go low. Point those toes up. Put your hands behind you like this. Stick your chest up. Sit back down. Legs out like this. Massage one more time. Once again. Reach over the top like this. Go for that toe. Reach for that toe. Over the top like this. Reach for that toe. Now, arms out, reach forward. Try to get your elbows to touch the ground. Get your elbows to touch the ground. Get your nose to touch the ground. Get your chin to touch the ground. And if you're really good, you get that chest to touch the ground. That's going to want to be the one that hurts the most. So it's going to be the hands out, elbows, nose, chin, and then finally the chest. Keep reaching. Alright, get back up here. Pop forward again. With your hands, pop it forward. Now you're off the ground once more. Alright, now we will slowly bring it back in. Very slow. We're going to do a supplement split stretching. That's going to help it open up again. What we do is a butterfly. I like to do a butterfly. This gives you a good time to relax while you work in the muscle groups that you're trying to stretch. So right now you get your feet, your heels as close to your center as you can. Get your forehead to touch your feet. Your forehead to touch your feet. Okay, now we're going to bounce those knees up and down. For this video in particular, I'm just sticking to the stretches that are relevant for the split stretching. I do stretch the entire body, and that's what I recommend, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to strictly focus on the split stretching, specifically for this video. Alright, now we're going to push down those knees with your elbows. You're going to grab those ankles, your ankles. Grab your ankles, push down the knees with the elbows. Try to get those knees to touch the ground. Okay, we're gonna shake it out. It should be pretty, very well stretched, and shaking it out like this, just bouncing the knees up and down. Alright, what we're gonna do now is try to stretch out those hip flexors. You're gonna get in the knees like this, and you can kind of lean back like this. You just feel a stretch like right here, and right here. Lean back the other way. Pop out the hips and lean to the side. Pop out the hips, lean to the side. You feel like all up right here, where those hip flexors are. We're going to drop down into reverse butterfly, what we call it. Spread those knees out and try to get those hips low to the ground. You can also touch your feet behind you. So it looks like this. It's called reverse butterfly. You're pretty much like doing the splits on your knees. And you're pushing those inner thighs out, pushing your hips down, Let's try to up that body, get that body upright a little bit. See how that feels? Get your chest close to the ground, see how that feels? But it's pretty much like doing splits without extending your legs out. Okay. Alright, really quickly, we're going to do some supplemental stretching as well. One leg out, one leg in. This one should be very easy. Since we stretched so much already, just have your head touching your knee. We're not going to hold it for too long. So this should be an easier stretch. This is a basic stretch that you need to be able to do. Switch, sit and reach. Very basic. Head to touch your knee, forehead to touch your knee. Both legs out. Reach forward. Try to get your forehead to touch your knees. Okay, there's something else that I like to do. Bring your knee to the side right here. Put some pressure down on that knee. It just kind of makes stretch out your leg a little differently at a different angle. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Some pressure on that knee. Push that knee down towards the ground. Okay, so we're going to get back into some repetitions again. Into the split stretching. This right here again. Legs out. Starting from this upright position. Now we should be very warmed up right now because we did a bunch of stretching. So right now you should be able to get lower. Make sure you breathe deep. Get those legs to slide out. And slowly walk your hands back towards your body as you go lower. Sit in onto those, into that split. Feel that pressure as you're sitting down. Walk your hands back slowly until your hands are very close to your body. You want your body to kind of be like in an upright position. Try to get all the way down there. Right there. Hold that position. As low as you can. Breathe deep. We're going to pop up on those toes. Pop up. Now we're going to sit down. This is one of the most important stretches for the martial arts. Let's massage the inner thigh. One of the most important stretches for the martial arts. The way that I see it is that every martial artist should be able to perform this stretch. Alright, we're going to transition into the front split. So what we're going to do, we're going to come here. Now we're going to turn like this. Keep that toe up. So we're going to turn from the middle split, turn your body like this. And what you got to do, you got to flip that foot onto the top part of the foot. Flip it until you're straight now. And now we're in the front split. Get low. Alright, we're going to flip it to the other side. Turn this way. Toe up. And then flip that foot over until it's straight. Ease your way down. Get back into the middle split. Once again, as I said, if you're serious about getting more flexible, you'll stretch at least 30 minutes a day. And also, the more sit down, the more that you build muscles, the more that you do squats, the more that you do jumps, the harder it is going to be more flexible. Basically, the more muscles you have in your legs, the more running you do, the more biking that you do, this can be even harder to be more flexible. Just think about it. The more muscles you have in your body, you have to keep stretching those muscles. Contracting when you exercise and then stretching. It's like constantly two opposing forces. Somebody that doesn't do any strength training, doesn't have much muscles, it's easier to be flexible. So just keep that in mind. That's why it's very difficult for men to be flexible, because they typically put a lot of energies into getting stronger. Alright, so you see what I'm doing right here? I'm rocking back and forth. Alright, we rock back and forth with our split open, okay? This kind of loosens it up a little bit. Trying to more like a moving type of stretching. We just did a bunch of like static stretching. Now we're doing like light movement. Now some people will always say, you know, you don't ever want to bounce when you stretch. Well, that's typically is the case. But when you have people that are very well trained, like some of these gymnasts, and people that are warm, their bodies are properly warmed up, what we do is we call like dynamic stretching, where you'll be stretching while you move. So this is kind of like a beginning phase of that. You see, we're moving while we're stretching. So once you're properly warmed up, you can actually even bounce into the stretch as well. That may help you add a few centimeters or inches into a deeper stretch. Okay, so now we're going to implement a little bit of that, a little bit of the bouncing, to see if we can get a little bit lower. And we're going to take some deep breaths while we do it. It's going to feel a little bit pain, but it's not excruciating pain, because you see, nobody here is like screaming, right? So it's not excruciating pain, but there's going to be some discomfort. Alright, let's come right here. Bounce into that middle split. Sit back down. Alright, so now we're just going to bring it back in. Very slow. And this is what I recommend to work on in order to build that middle split and to work on that front split. You see that I still got a lot to work on as far as being more flexible myself, but it's a constant challenge to build muscle and to remain flexible, or to even better your flexibility. Alright, so we keep moving our ankles right now, keep moving our feet. This is Richie, right? So it's a constant challenge. Gaining strength and remaining flexible is very difficult. And that's what is an endless journey. Alright, it's easy to just stop lifting weights and stop doing strength training and just work on flexibility, and that's it. That's easy. It's easy just to do strength training and don't stretch at all. But to do both and to be good at both, that's something that requires a lot of training, and that's what takes you to the next level. Alright, now we're going to just bounce it out, stretch it, or just relax it, bounce it. Now there's the whole upper body that we didn't even stretch yet, and I'm not going to have this for this video, but we're going to stop the tape and continue on with the rest of the stretching. But you notice that probably this video alone is already 30 minutes that we dedicated just to learning the split stretching, but we still have to stretch every other part of our body. So our upper body needs to be flexible as well. The splits is not the most important stretch in the world, but it just happens to be what everybody wants to get good at, and that's why I'm making this video. Just turn like side to side with your feet. That's why I'm making this video, is because everybody wants to get good at the splits, but I see that every stretch is important. We need to have our whole bodies flexible, not just being able to do the splits and that's it. Alright, let's finish off this video with a bow. Alright, get some water.